And then she told me that her granddaughter... John, are you listening to me?
Of course I am, Mom.
Well, then why are you on your phone, ignoring your poor mother who only loves you and wants to spend time with you?
I was doing some banking on the Wells Fargo mobile app and I got carried away. Pay your bills? Done. Check your balances? Done. Deposit checks? Done. Even send and receive money? Are you updating your status right now?
With the Wells Fargo mobile app, it's easy to get banking done. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getbankingdone. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to the Answers Yes podcast, where we will explore the cause and effect of just saying yes in your everyday life or in business. I will dig into topics that are not just stimulating, but will challenge you to be better in everything you do. The podcast is based on the simplicity of saying yes to opportunities you might encounter every single day. I'm your host, Jim Riley. Join me in my first series titled Blue Collar Redefined. Hello and welcome to The Answer is Yes, Episode 3. I just got to tell you that I've been really excited about this last week and the comments that have come pouring in over the last podcast with Corey Danger. Everybody seemed to really enjoy that interview with him and his trials and tribulations along the way of becoming a successful barbershop owner and concert promoter with Muse Inc. Tattoo Fest. So keep them coming. Please share with your friends and tell everybody if you like what you're hearing. Tell them about the show. iTunes is where you can find us. The answer is yes. So thanks for that. It really is keeps me motivated to put out good content and another show. So just on a personal note, what's happened with me this last week, I took some time off over the weekend with the family to go do a Spartan race. Many of you know that I'm a competitive Spartan racer in the age 50 and over class, and Samantha races in the 30 to 40 age group for women. And we went off to Montana to race. I had a Spartan Beast, which is 13 miles and 35 obstacles, and Samantha had the Spartan Sprint, which is 3 to 5 miles and 20 plus obstacles. So we had a really good time. We took the kids with us. Darylyn raced her her second Spartan race on Saturday, which was a mile, and she had a whole bunch of obstacles to do, and she just absolutely loved it. So if you're a parent out there and you're looking for a sport to get your kids into, if they're over 4, you might want to check out the Spartan series. It's a lot of fun for them. They get to run through the mud and water and crawl through tubes and jump over walls and throw little spears and stuff like that. And I know that my girls just love it, and they spend the weeks leading up to the race telling me how fast they can run and wearing themselves out in the backyard. Samantha had a great race. She finished 8th overall for the females of the day, which is incredible. So proud of her for that finish. And then in her specific race, she got a 5th place, which we're really happy in this sport to get top 10s, by the way. If you're not familiar with rankings, top 10 is incredible, 5th is amazing, and 8th overall is really incredible. So proud of her. And then on Saturday, I raced the Beast, and I managed to pull off a 2nd place, which I'm very excited about. Unfortunately, I was leading the race most of the day throughout the miles and all the challenges, and I dropped 2 obstacles. And unfortunately, each obstacle you drop, you've got to do 30 burpees, which cost time about 2.5 to 3 minutes. And I lost almost 8 minutes doing 2 sets of burpees, and second place guy soon became first, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, I found out that he was the OCR, Obstacle Course Racing Champion of the world in 2017. So I guess I'm okay losing to somebody of that caliber and, having a great weekend with the family. So I look forward to the next race in a couple weeks. As I dig into business now that it's Monday and I'm back getting ready to launch this show this week, looking at Baja United stuff, we announced last week, I'm really excited to tell you this on the show, that if you order 2 or more bottles, we will throw in free shipping. And it's something that we've been trying to figure out since the beginning of the business and really kind of drive traffic to our online sales. So shipping in direct-to-consumer sales in wine is really tough because it's got to be signed by an adult. It's got to be expedient so that the wine doesn't go bad sitting in trucks and warehouses and all that stuff. So you're really almost paying for overnight or 2-day on wine shipments, which gets to be costly. And we finally figured out a formula where if you were to buy 2 bottles or more, you get free shipping. So please take us up on that offer. You will see that when you punch in your second bottle, the shipping price goes away and it zeroes out. It's not good with any other offers, so just keep that in mind. But I think our biggest offer out there was 20% for one of the holidays. So you're still doing really, really good. So anyways, that's a big news for Baja United. Business is going well. We've got a lot of new business out in the marketplace here in California, and just continue to watch us grow. So, I just think throughout the week of things that I encounter with people, and I try to relate it back to this show. And one of the topics I just want to throw out there for you to think about is just getting out of your comfort zone. I was talking to a lady at the gym the other day, and she's looking at raising some capital for her new book, which she's really excited about. She spent a lot of time on it. It's called Transforming Wounds into Wisdom, which really it's an intelligent book about getting through some of the challenges that you've been born and bred with your entire life. Her name is Jolynn Davidson, if you want to look it up. But Jolynn doesn't really know how to go about raising capital for her business or for her book or putting together the funding for that. And I really want to help her get out of her comfort zone of being a writer and into the zone of being a business person now that the book is done. So I want to encourage people to get out of their own comfort zone, figure out what they need to do to take their business and or their project to the next step. And don't be afraid to ask people. You'd be surprised how many people are willing to help you get involved or do something that you're passionate about. I think they see that passion and they just want to get involved with you. So again, don't be afraid to ask. Get out of your comfort zone is my personal topic for the week. Okay, well, this is our 3rd episode, and I have an incredible guest. Her name is Bricia Lopez. She's from LA, and the show will speak for itself. But I wanted to meet up with her and interview her and post this up kind of as a Mother's Day theme. So this is going to be a tribute to the mothers out there that are listening, and hopefully we'll get some more females listening. I looked at my numbers, and most of my listeners are male. So please share this with your wives, your girlfriends, your sisters, your moms, aunts, whoever. But Bricia is just an incredible business person, and I had the opportunity to take her and a group of females down to Baja for a wine tasting and kind of an exploratory trip for these ladies that came from the We All Grow Summit in Long Beach. And a lot of them, it was their first trip down to Baja, and Bricia has been down there before. She's from Oaxaca. And I learned a lot about her. But the one thing that really resonated with me that intrigued me to interview her for the show is that the energy that she has along with the other females in her group, they're just go-getters. They want to make things happen. They want to create these businesses. They're successful. And I just wanted a piece of that. I just wanted to learn more about what they were doing and let some of that rub off on me. And so I thought, gosh, if I can interview her and find out more about her, maybe I'll learn a little bit more for myself. And I think it's a great interview. I'm fascinated by her family story. And if you didn't see in the title, she is a James Beard Award winner. And congratulations to her. As I record this, she's in Chicago giving out this year's James Beard Award to the recipients for 2018. So listen to the show. I hope you enjoy it. And this is Bricia Lopez. We're coming from LA on this one, so thank you. Okay, well, how are you, Bricia?
I'm great. See, that wasn't so hard.
No, I was just saying I have a hard time with the intro because...
Say yes to the intro, Jim.
Just say yes and go for it.
Say yes to the intro.
Well, we're in your, is this your office or your dungeon here?
I'm not really sure. It is, I think, like 75 square feet. I think it's like a closet size. It's literally a closet that I turned into an office. This is where I record my own podcast.
I see that. You've got a lot of equipment around here.
Yeah, not as cool as your equipment, I must say. And you travel with it.
We showed up hard.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's like a little, like, no one really bothers me here. I close my door and I get, like, just sucked into the computer world. And it's great because this is my restaurant.
Yeah.
And I just can go outside and just randomly,
check in on things.
So
I have to admit something about your restaurant. Okay, I'm slightly embarrassed to say it. I don't speak Spanish. I can understand a little bit. I absolutely love
hold it against you.
Okay, thank you. I love your food here, but I can't say the name of your restaurant properly.
It's okay, nobody
So
can.
I'm embarrassed to say it in front of you, but I'm here. One more time.
Guelaguetza. Try, that's what we changed our website.
Guelaguetza.
It used to be guelaguetzarestaurante.com back in the day. And then my brother and I had this idea. My brother has great ideas. And we just came up with I always say we. I think it was this idea. And it said, why don't we just put ilovemole.com?
Yeah, see, I like that. I could say mole. No problem.
So that's our website, ilovemole.com. And it's so much easier when you tell them your email address before.
Yeah,
when I used to say my email address at GUELAGUETZA, people were like, what? Repeat it? My name is already hard enough to write out.
Yeah.
So
what I've been doing is I took a picture or snap picture of your Instagram. So when I tell people about it, I just send them the picture like, here it is. So I don't have to say the name.
Why don't you just copy your Instagram link and then send them the link? That way they can follow us.
That would be even easier, right? It'd be better for all of us. But, despite if you could say the name or not, I walk in and I see your James Beard Award. And it's like, drop
the mic.
Who cares?
That's right.
It's going to be great.
Thank you.
So, I appreciate getting to know you. We went down to Baja and we had a great trip with the Latino.
We All Grow.
We All Grow event. People 20. I think we had 20.
I think it was only 20 on our bus, but I think there was more.
There
was more?
There was a lot of people, a lot of women. But I was really inspired by everybody that I met and had time to spend on the bus with. You and I had a lot of great conversations, and some of the other ladies. So I was really looking forward to meeting you again after that trip. And I've been to the restaurant a couple times now, and I've been following along your career path and everything. And I just think there's such a tremendous value for people to hear a little bit about your story. I mean, it fits in what we're doing here with The Answer is Yes. And based on what you told me.
Say yes. I think there is a song called Say Yes, Say Yes. You should play it in the background.
I'll have to look it up. Right now we have like a techno song. But I know you've said yes a lot. So if you would be so kind to tell us a little bit about how you got into this restaurant business, because I think, it's a family thing, but tell us what happened here.
I say yes a lot. I say yes too much, I think. But you have to when you're sort of just like, I guess, starting. I still feel like I'm still like on my way to do stuff. I don't know when I'm going to feel like I'm going to arrive, but you have to. I look back at my life and how I'm here today and just like saying yes to everything and opportunities and things that come along your way. And, obviously now when you get to a place you can filter stuff, but you still have to put yourself out there and you still have to say yes all the time. How we got started with the restaurant, I started with my dad. In 1994, he migrated to LA from Oaxaca, where we're from. He lived here for about 9-10 months before and when I say we, I mean my mom and my siblings and I moved to LA with him.
So you were born in Oaxaca?
Born and raised. Yeah, I moved to LA when I was 9 going on 10. And it was obviously different because in Oaxaca, it's just so different than LA in so many different ways. Even now when I travel, I'm just like, the days here is just so much slower.
And better? Or, I mean, major culture shock for you,
Major
obviously.
Culture. I don't think there's anything like better than. It's completely different. They're both amazing in their own way. I don't think one's better than the other. But definitely, number one, I didn't know how to speak the language. So that was like number one barrier, Number two, coming from a place where there's like zero diversity. And when I mean zero diversity, even though there is a lot of indigenous diversity and a lot of, we have like, I think like over 50 different dialects spoken in Oaxaca, crazy diversity, and that community.
Yeah.
Like the diversity in LA, it's more like world diversity, from different ethnicities. You got Chinese, Koreans. We're in Koreatown, where my residence is Koreatown.
Yeah, I drive down the street, I'm like, Koreatown. I thought we were in. How'd I get here?
Yeah, like Central American, different people, like different, also communities from different parts of Mexico. You have like an Ethiopian community. You have an Indian community. Like there's just so much diversity in Los Angeles, number one. So like that to me was just like, whoa, like what is happening, But my dad started the restaurant in 94. I kind of go all over the place. But my dad...
I'll bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back because I can go off the rails. So my dad started in 94. He started, selling food door to door like a traveling salesman of sorts, almost like You know how people used to sell encyclopedias before and like vacuums?
Yeah.
You know, like way back when people wanted to open the door for people. Remember when you used to get knocks on the door and people would open?
I bought some encyclopedias, I'm sure.
And now people, like, you get knocks on the door and you're like, get out of here. So he would go and sell